Hey all, my name is Taylor and I'm a software engineer here living in Texas. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, and today we are going to be talking about software engineering. Crazy, I know, right? Okay, so today's topic is my top 3 reasons why you, yes, you, should pursue a software engineering job of some kind in 2021. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a FANG company. There are lots of opportunities presented to software engineering jobs in 2021, and I'm going to cover those today, and you're going to have an advantage because you watched this video. Okay, let's go. Reason number 1 is you get to work with technology and collaborate with people around that technology to build a product. And if you are not into technology, then let's be honest, why are you pursuing a job in software engineering? So chances are you love technology, and as a software engineer, you're going to get to work with it a lot. And you'll get to work with people who also love technology. This is going to open up a lot of benefits to you because you'll get to see other people's perspectives on technology. You'll get to see their experience. You'll get to see how their approach is to solving problems. And you'll be able to consume these things really no matter what level of software engineer you are. If you're a master software engineer or you're just starting out, getting people's unique perspectives is going to benefit you. Also, if you are starting out and you are lacking that experience, you will get access to engineers who have a lot of experience, and they can kind of be your mentor and you can learn from them. You can see how they approach problems, what their views are on technology, and how they build products, which will be very beneficial to you. Also, when you start getting more familiar with your work, you will be able to mentor someone else, whether that be a small class, teach a small class about a topic, or if you are just mentoring a single junior engineer. Also, you'll have the opportunity to talk at conferences, to talk to large audiences, which is really going to push your communication skills. It's going to put you outside your comfort zone at first, but having that experience of talking to large crowds is going to be very beneficial, and you'll also be able to talk about something that you really enjoy. It's also going to improve your mental intelligence because you solve puzzles all day as a software engineer. Coding is a very mental exercise. It's really going to help you train your brain to think in more logical problem-solving ways. Also, it's going to challenge your communication skills because as an engineer, you're going to have to be able to effectively communicate with your team of other engineers and also with product owners and clients to be sure that you are capturing what they want and being able to take what they say, translate it into something technical, and then at times take that technical stuff and translate it back to them so that you guys can work together to build a product. Reason number 2, the job market is super healthy right now, and you get more leverage into deciding where and when you want to work. Now, let's talk about the demand. The demand for software development has been very high for the past couple years, but now in 2021, it is higher than ever, and it is not going to slow down. The demand is going to remain very high for the next several years, so don't feel pressured to get a job right now in 2021. Just start getting into the mindset of gearing up for a software engineering job in the near future. Now, the demand is very high for software engineering jobs, and a lot of that is due to the changing landscape. Let's take a look at the top jobs in demand for 2021 according to NASDAQ.com. So I'm going to open up NASDAQ, and I'm just going to scroll through here. And number 1 is software developers or software engineers. Same thing. But yeah, software engineering is the top job in demand in 2021, along with computer user support specialists in number 2, registered nurses in 3, construction managers in 4, financial managers in 5, and so on. But yeah, software developers are number 1 in demand in 2021. I mentioned that the landscape is changing, and that's going to benefit you in a big way in 2021 and the years to come. And that's because work from home is becoming a more and more viable option. Now, you don't have to necessarily work in city A where a company is located. You could be working in city B that's located across the country because the work from home options are much more prevalent. And this is going to continue in the years when people start going back to work in the office, because what it's typically going to look like is companies that want people more in the office are going to be more lenient on the work from home. So maybe you'll spend 30% of your time in the physical building and 70% of that other time is you just doing remote work. So those options are very open right now, and no one knows really what it's going to look like, but it will be a lot more remote work. This was true before the landscape started shifting, but you have some flexibility in your work schedule as a software developer or software engineer. And typically for most jobs, you have to work the 9 to 5, that very strict schedule. But as software developers who are always on their computers, and that is where the bulk of their work is done, that means that you can work outside of those hours as long as you are meeting that 8-hour minimum required work and you're getting all your work done. So if you want to work more late at night and not work so much in the mornings, then you typically have that option to shift your schedule outside of that 9 to 5 work, or you can even chop it up into like 4 hours at a time and then with a big break and then 4 hours later in the day. This obviously varies by the situation. You don't really want that schedule impacting other schedules and missing deadlines, but it's more flexible than most, and you can work with your team and work with your manager to get some flexibility there. Okay, reason number 3, unlocking that sweet dev income. Okay, so this is number 3 because it is the third most important. The other 2 are more important, and I'll get to that in a second, but number 3 is your income. It's no surprise that with software development being the number 1 in demand, that it is one of the top paying jobs that you can get right now on the market. You can get anywhere between $50,000 a year at the lowest levels, just starting out, no experience, just out of college, $50K, all the way up to $500,000 a year as a rock star developer. This is a pretty wide gamut, but it goes to show that there is a lot of opportunity in this market, and typically most software engineers will be at around $100,000 a year in around 5 years of experience. On top of salary, there are other benefits. For example, most companies have a health insurance plan and a dental plan. They have access to company gyms, things like 401k options, 401k matching, where for every dollar you put in, that company will match $1 with their own dollar up to a certain percentage of your salary. And other companies have options like big discounts on tech products and travel. Benefits can vary pretty widely by company, so it's an important part in negotiating your salary is the benefits that a company provides to see how they compare to competitors. So I mentioned salary and benefits as the third top reason why you should consider a job as a software engineer in 2021, and that is no mistake. I think it is less important than the top 2, but you might be asking, Taylor, income is so important nowadays. Like, I gotta have my money, right? Well, it's not as important as the top 2, because the top 2 are going to get you that experience. That's going to get you the growth that you need in order to succeed as a software engineer. And in time, that income and those benefits are going to grow naturally with your experience growing. And the most important thing to focus on is that experience. Don't get wrapped up in the money. If you get wrapped up in the money, you are in trouble, because you're going to lose focus on the things that will keep you growing as a software engineer, and you don't want that to happen. Don't get complacent. If you are in a position where you have a software engineering job already and you're viewing this as kind of like a way to get re-motivated into software engineering, then make a change. If you're complacent, make a change. If you're just going through the motions and you're comfortable where you're at, that probably means that you're not growing. You should always be challenging yourself. You should always be pursuing new things. And if that's not happening, then make a change. Make a change that is going to benefit your growth. It's going to increase your income, and it's going to keep you a happy software engineer. It's all about the journey, right? Like, you're going to want to tell the story of your software engineering career. You're going to want to go back on the memories. That's what makes it all worth it. So everything is about the journey. Don't focus on the income. All right, y'all, those are my top 3 reasons to pursue a software engineering job in 2021. I hope these reasons got you excited. I hope these got you motivated to pursue that job. Or if you're already in a software engineering role, I hope these got you re-excited about software engineering. I know how intimidating it can be to see these technology companies and think that you will never be a part of it. It is absolutely not true. Just keep working at it, keep challenging yourself, keep learning, and you will get there, I promise. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please leave a like below. If you want to see more content like this in the future, then please subscribe to my channel. I have a lot of content lined up around software engineering in general. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.